What makes you think that I'm an answer if you ain't mine? Even if you call me up 100 times.
So I released a video this morning. Not this morning. I said this early. I released a video earlier talking about that game Capes, right? And how the developers were pretty much trying to say that, we don't fuck with SBI, so please give us a chance. And I feel like we're winning Gamergate so much to where we're almost like we got to hash out ourselves to make sure that we're like reasonable. And that's what I was talking about earlier. But in this particular case, I don't think this is an SBI situation so much as I think gamers need to give themselves a pat on the back, because now you're seeing multiple developers coming to you and begging, Lord, please play our game. Please.
You just want to say, fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you.
We don't want to play your game. We don't want to play it, okay? Looks like garbage. Looks like ass. You spent all these years playing this shit, and this is what you... No, I'm sorry. You spent all these years making this shit, and this is what you have to show us? We don't want to play this shit. Now, granted, okay, I'm biased. I'm not really a Silent Hill guy. I'm not really a Silent Hill guy, okay? So I have no dog in the race. But I'm listening to Silent Hill fans. This shit ain't looking good. Blooper Team CEO asked gamers to give Silent Hill 2 remake a chance after publisher confirmed it was designed for modern audiences. There it is.
For a modern gaming audience. For a modern gaming audience.
For a modern gaming audience.
We don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want it. Sonya Phantom says, check your DMs for a dick pic. Okay. All right. So here we go. Blooper Team CEO Piet.
You stupid.
Yeah, I can't say this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Piet Babino. I'm sorry. I'm black. I can't say that. Who also happens to be the creative lead for Silent Hill 2 remake, asked for gamers to give him and his team a chance on the game, despite the game's publisher Konami already confirming it was designed for modern audiences, and the company hired a DEI consultancy firm. So here's my question to y'all as gamers. What is it that we want from developers? You see, in my opinion, I want developers to be accountable to us. I want developers to have to answer to us. Do you consider them begging you to play their game accountable? I don't know if I consider it to be that. I like if you saw my video earlier, I like what the Spitfire Interactive Penta guy did in that last. He was accountable. He was like, listen, guys, 2 years ago, we worked with Sweet Baby Inc. We had no idea that they was going to be this radioactive company. We had no idea that you guys actually hated the things that they told us that you guys wanted. Can you please give us a chance? We would not be working with them today had we known. We do not condone hate against anybody, especially not straight white men. We are not your enemy. To me, in my personal opinion, that was the game. That was the developer saying, "Nigga, we want no smoke. We serve you." I'm good with that. I'm good with that. So, but I'm asking you guys, because I obviously, while I can make videos and speak on you guys' behalf, I don't control you guys. I'm not the leader of all gamers. So even if I say, hey, yo, gamers, go out and support Silent Hill 2, you guys ain't going to listen to me. So what is it that we want? I think if he came out and acknowledged, okay, if you came out and you said, okay, guys, we designed this game in a way that we were being told this is the way the market was going. As we can see now, you guys have wholeheartedly rejected this. We were being given bad information. However, please give us a chance, because right now we could crater based on bad information that we was given a few years ago. And I will understand that. However, there is an argument to be made that no, if you're going to crater, we need all this shit to crater. No. We need this shit to just straight up crater so we can get back to where we was. I don't think it'll ever go back to where we was. But niggas need to, I'm sorry, heads just got to roll. Heads got to roll. When it comes to these big companies. Indie developers, I don't know. That's why I'm a little bit more empathetic towards Spitfire and wow, guys.
You stupid.
Spitfire Interactive, because they're an indie dev just trying to achieve their dream. Like I said in my video earlier today, I know for a fact if I was a developer trying to accomplish my dream of getting my video game made, I probably would have taken that Sweet Baby Inc. money, not knowing about the culture war. Not knowing about it. Somebody told, hey, we just need you to put, you know what I'm saying,
tranny demons
in this scene right here, and you can get some free money. I would have done it, not realizing, not knowing, just lacking the information. So I can empathize with an indie dev saying, cool, we get some free money just because we hired a consultancy group. Cool. And then later on, you come to find out gamers actually hate the shit that they've been telling us for years that we should do. That's a tough predicament. Adair Soto says we need a game crash. You might be right. MRI Gamer says, I don't know if I believe them. I'm sure they took the bag when they got a good ESG score. I mean, but what I'm saying is, going back then, if you're I want you to think of it like this. You sold the people who work for you a dream. Because remember, I mean, depending on what kind of game you're making, if you start a studio with you and 19 other people, they bought into your dream. You said, we're going to make this new RPG. Nobody's doing nothing like this. Guys, please come work with me. Come put everything in your life aside and work with me on this dream to make this video game that I feel is going to be a hit. And mind you, none of this culture war stuff is happening 5 years ago. They come to you and they say, hey, listen, if you hire this narrative consultancy group, you get free money. Keep in mind, you got 19 other people beneath you. Not beneath, I don't want to say beneath you, working for you, whose livelihoods you are responsible for. Because if this game flops, they out of jobs. They looking at you like, nigga, we put our trust in you. So if you got an opportunity to get them some free money, you taking it. It isn't until later that you figure out, oh, gamers don't really like this shit. And it's probably not until later that you figure out, okay, I hired this narrative consulting company and they trying to tell me I got to change the gender of my main character. I'm like, nah, I'm not changing that. Well, you got to. But why? You won't get the funds. It's a parachute. Because if the game flops, you getting that ESG money. But you had no idea because they told you this is where the market is going. The market is going towards more LGBTQ and POC representation. That's where the market is going. You're like, you sure about that? And they're like, yeah. Just look at everybody else around you. And let's keep in mind, it's not like if you say, I don't believe you, I'm just going to do my own thing. all of a sudden, the Game Awards don't want to show your game. E3, before it was canceled, don't want to show your game. Xbox don't want to put you on Game Pass. Sony don't want to work with you. You can't get no advertisement deals or nothing like that. All because you said, I don't know if I want to change my main character into a woman. So I know it's easy for us to sit up here and be like, oh, nope, nope, should have never worked with them. Nope. It ain't that easy, guys. Running a business is hard. Running a fucking video game studio is even harder, especially in an industry where the entire video game medium has been hijacked by a bunch of psychotic freak shows. Remember, we don't call them the woke anymore. We call them freak shows. Freak shows. God damn. Whew, that was a monologue for your ass. Let's see what these comments saying. Frostfang says we are likely going to get another year or two of this BS in games before they course correct due to sales and amount of closing of developers and publishers. I think there's games in development right now that are trying to course correct. A deal with the Adam Rabil says Scorched Earth. They knew what they were doing beforehand. Activists want to play victim after going after gamers for years. But that's the thing, Adam. We have to be deliberate about who we're talking about. I'll tell you, just like I tell Hypnotic all the time, it is very ignorant for us to assume that quite literally everybody in the video game industry is for this shit. There are people who are like, how do you think some of our favorite creators get their information? How do you think Grums get his information? Do you think he gets his information because he literally sending in spies? No, he's getting his information from people who are undercover, people who are pretending like they with all this shit because they want to keep their job and they got a family to provide for. But they low key. I'm like, think about it. If you're a white man in the industry, you've been making video games for 20 years, and then all of a sudden the industry switches to this woke shit, and then you've seen it to where if you don't comply, you're gonna lose your job. That's a hell of a decision. You got kids to, like, imagine coming home telling your kids, hey man, we ain't got no money today because I decided I'm not gonna comply with the woke agenda at work. Okay, Dad, well, I'm starving, so. Like, that's a hell of a predicament. Sotness says, gotta put the power in the people's hands. Out pressure them at their own game. Yeah, agreed. Okay Fern says, I hope I'm not late for the stream. You are, I mean, I guess technically we got a long way to go though. So, I mean, you're welcome in either way. You're welcome in, my guy. So, yeah. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Bobino provided some details about the game, claiming it's a romantic vision of the game from more than 20 years ago. He also admitted that the team has struggled during development. Let's say development has been a daunting journey balancing preservation and innovation. Nevertheless, he also added, because of those conversations with Konami, we found a great balance of what we and our partner had in mind. It took us a long time to get there with a lot of creative discussion and hard work, but we are very happy with the result. Okay. He then asked gamers to give the game and his company a chance. I am dreaming. Shouts out to Adam. Shouts out to everybody. We got 40 people watching. Big shout out to y'all. Big shout out to y'all. What's the record? The record is 56. So make sure y'all like the video. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't help that we went out for 2 weeks. We probably could have been broke the record, but sorry. Okay. He says, we want to show our ambitions through our work, so we can't ask for anything more than give us a chance. While he wants gamers to give his team and the game a chance, he also noted we tried to make all possible fans happy, but at the same time, be very faithful to ourselves. I really hope that when people play for the first time, they will understand that the choices we made were the best possible. Making video games is tough. You want to be a creator. You want to be a creator and innovate, but you also want to be loyal to the IP. And I get that. I empathize with that. I also think that if you're going to make a video game or a movie or a TV show based off an already existing IP, you need to it needs to be 70% sticking to the original and 30% innovation. But I ain't gonna lie. Shorty right here is fugly. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's supposed to look that way. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a Silent Hill guy. But I mean, that's a tough predicament to be in. You know, I don't envy you. They want to pee on our IP sitting down. What? What the fuck? Lord have mercy. I ain't gonna lie though. She look like a sandwich away from Big Shirley.
Big Shirley.
I'm addicted to the good life. Lead the way.
All in all, guys, the overall point here is you're winning Gamergate. You're winning it. The developers are begging for mercy right now. Please play our game. Have mercy. I'm a little bit more of a simp. I'm more willing to give you a chance. But I'm looking at my comments on my videos and the Twitter feed and my live feed. Gamers ain't got no mercy for your ass. I'm sorry. And as I've told people time and time again, be a supporter, not a fan. Don't let me tell you what the fuck to do with your money. Don't let me tell you what to do with your accounts. Just ignore that. Y'all didn't see anything. All right, guys, we can move on from them.
Oh, fuck you, fuck you.